traveling with his disciples. And he was on a journey, and you know, like there's that part of town that you shouldn't walk through. Does Scottsdale have a part of town you shouldn't walk through at night, or something of that sorts? Yes? Well, maybe not. You guys think it's a nice town. Who knows? Yes? Okay. Yeah, well, they were part of the town. It was a town called Samaria, and Jesus was a Jew, and Samaria is full of Samaritans. And the Jews and the Samaritans hated each other. Because the Jews told the Samaritans, you guys are dogs, you're going to hell, salvation's out for you. And the Samaritans obviously hated them because they told them they're going to hell. They thought that, the Samaritans thought they were the right ones. But Jesus walked through this town, knowing that he'd be walking through a town full of people that hated him. And he stopped at this well where this woman, she was getting water from a well. And Jesus stopped and said, could you give me a drink? And the woman's like, well, why would you ask me for a drink? A Samaritan woman. Jesus was basically asking somebody who should be an enemy of his for a drink. And she was like, do you even realize who you're asking for water? Because in the Middle East, women weren't even respected. So a man, let alone, would not ask a woman for water. He'd say, give me water. But he asked. And when Jesus said to her, he's like, if you knew who I was, you would be asking me if I know who you are. So what happens is Jesus said to her, he says, where's your husband? Look at your husband. She's like, I don't have a husband. And he says, I knew that. She was an adulteress. She was slept with many men. And Jesus said, I know, you've been with 4 other men before, and you're with a different man now. And this woman's like, well, how does he know that I've slept with 4 other men? I'm on my 5th. It's because he was God. And so she sat there, she just like, Jesus said to her, he's like, I want to offer you water that is everlasting. You may stick your cup down in this water, and you may stick your bucket down in this well, and continue to collect water, but you're always going to thirst. Just like today, I drank 4 gallons of water, and I wanted 4 more. We're designed that way to realize that we are left wanting. We need something more than just finite sustenance. We need something more than water that's just going to get us to the next thing. We need water. You know? I guarantee you, when you guys wake up tomorrow, you're going to be thirsty, you're going to be hungry. Doesn't matter how much you eat today or how much you drink today. Cool, thanks. I'm glad you liked it. And so what happened was Jesus said to her, he's like, listen, you're going to continue to go to this well, and it's not going to sustain you. And what he's talking about is our sin. You know, guys, how many of you guys are going to go home tonight and look at pornography? And guess what? You're going to close your computer, and you think, yeah, some of you guys are clapping. It's disgusting. I don't care. You think it's awesome. It's disgusting. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's mom. I know people don't care. It's sad. But guys, you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna go whack off tonight, and that's gonna fulfill me. Well, guess what? When you wake up, you're gonna be just as empty as before you did that. I guarantee it. That feeling's gonna go away as soon as you close your computer and go to bed. You're gonna feel just as empty. Girls, when you dress, when you're showing off your bodies like this, you may get some attention from a guy right now, but guess what? He's gonna go home and look at pornography, and he's gonna like something better than what he saw in you. So maybe you're gonna have to take more clothes off. What I'm saying is this, is that we have this problem, this hole, this desire for something more, that's more than finite, that's more than just something that's going to get us to the next day. And Jesus offers us living water. He's got this well right here, he says, come and drink from it. But instead, we'd rather take a cup, stick it in the sand, or you know what, I'm just going to keep trying to shove this sand down my throat, maybe it will satisfy me. It won't, I can tell you from my experience. It won't. It had not satisfied me until God showed me that the wellspring of His salvation, His salvation that He paid for my sins, that there can be true forgiveness, and I have real joy. That I didn't have to dive into things that left me wanting more and more, over and over again. I just want you guys to know there's something more, and that I'm not going to leave it ambiguous. I'm not going to say try Jesus. I'm going to tell you it is Jesus Christ. And not just because it works for me, but because He is the only true thing. He is the only truth. No one's been able to disprove the legitimacy of the Bible. No one's ever been able to disprove that He did the miracles that He did. I challenge you, if you think that I'm crazy, go read the Bible. You'll find there's no flaw, but you're cowards. A lot of us, we're cowards. I was afraid. I beg you guys to do that, not for my sake, not because my pastor's gonna be like, you're the best Christian in the world, high five. I'll never know. This is for you guys, and this is for the glory of God, because he's worthy for him to be preached, because he's so wonderful. Even if all of you guys hate us and trash our thoughts on our way out, I could care less. We just want you guys to know that there is salvation. I didn't deserve it. No more than anybody else. I want you guys to know that it's there, and it's free, it's available. Thank you all for listening. We got one more song. It's called Dead Man. Thank you.